Big news just dropped last night regarding KingsIsle and Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. And the news was that KingsIsle is going to be bought by another company. And this is crazy news because, KingsIsle has basically been an independent developer for their MMOs and I think also their mobile games. They just did in-house as well. And they've been doing that, since the beginning. And now this company is looking to purchase KingsIsle for $126 million, by the way. So that's a big deal. Potentially more, depending on how well KingsIsle does in revenue for 2021. But regardless, it's still a lot of money. And it's got to bring changes to both games, both Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. So here is the actual website of the company that is looking to purchase KingsIsle. And the name of the company is Media and Games Invest Group. So they're looking to buy KingsIsle in order to make money off of, KingsIsle's revenue, because KingsIsle actually has pretty good revenue. Well, at least for Wizard 101. Wizard 101 makes them, all of their money pretty much. So they're looking to buy KingsIsle in order to use it as an investment tool in the future to make more money from KingsIsle, which means that they don't plan on removing Wizard 101, obviously, like that's the cash cow. Or I would assume Pirate 101, because from their website right here, they have the picture of a wizard, KingsIsle in the middle, Wizard 101 over here, Pirate 101 over here. Doesn't say anything about mobile games. So to me, this looks like they're focusing on their two MMOs. That's a good sign for Pirate 101 because that game has not been touched in a while. If they actually are being bought out by this company and they're going to focus on Wizard 101, I would assume that also means we would get new things for Pirate 101 because they would kind of, allocate more resources towards that. They always would say, oh, we don't have time for this, or we don't have the budget for this. That's kind of what happened to Pirate. Pirate just kind of got, kicked out because of probably budgeting concerns or just not enough people to work on it. Everyone worked on Wizard or mobile. So obviously this company is excited to purchase KingsIsle. They literally put a quote from Forbes here that says, Wizard 101, the Harry Potter of online games. So it says in the press release that Media and Games Invest entered into an agreement to acquire the game developer KingsIsle Entertainment for $126 million plus whatever they, whatever revenue they get in 2021. They are actually going to pay out more. One thing I want to point out though is this little section here, and it says, note, carve out of mobile business not related to Wizard and Pirate 101 and adjust to pre-COVID MMO revenue growth rates from 2019 applied for January through September 2020, while full operating expenses from the MMO business of 2020 have been included. So to me, this means that they are removing mobile business, which probably was not successful at all, probably lost them money, and focus on Wiz and Pirate, which, guess what? This is what fans have been asking for and saying that KingsIsle should do for actual years. So that's obviously a good thing. I didn't think that they would have to be acquired by a company in order to make that decision, but, it just takes someone to look. It takes a business-oriented person to just look at their finances and be like, hey, why are you continuing to do mobile business if it's not even successful? Why not focus on things that make you successful? And to me, Wiz obviously, but I think Pirate is successful. I really do. They just got pushed aside. And if they put more resources into that, it'd be great. It'd be continuing to be a great game. So much potential left in Pirate. And it's just kind of sad that it ended. I mean, it didn't officially end, but it basically ended. Don't think there's anything else in here that I really want to look at. Just talking about like how the money will be paid out and the potential earnings. They could, they could pay more. They could pay up to $42 million more if their gross revenue in 2021 exceeds $55 million. Don't know if that's going to happen. Could. So this press release just confirms to me that they are definitely going to continue with Wiz and Pirate. They're going to continue updating it. They want KingsIsle to continue to earn revenue, which is done through mostly Wiz. And this company wants to ensure that these games continue and just remove the things that aren't working, which has been mobile games for a long time. So I'm kind of excited to see how this all turns out because it is big news. A lot's going on here. And I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. Is KingsIsle actually going to talk about this soon? Or are they just kind of waiting until it actually is all official? And when are we going to be seeing these type of changes? Things like this take a long time, I feel like. And I don't think we're going to see anything immediately because the game, they already have things like planned out, months in advance. So if they already have things planned through, oh, let me switch my screen. I'm sorry. If they already have things planned through like summer of this year, then that's going to continue on schedule. They're going to release whatever amount of packs or whatever amount of, updates that they have already planned through that time. And this isn't going to affect that. It doesn't seem like they're going to be downsizing the company. I mean, okay, they're going to be downsizing the mobile games department. I'm wondering if they're going to move those people over to MMOs or if they're just going to be, laid off. Not sure about that. Maybe we'll hear more about it in the future, but on the MMO side, it seems like those people are going to continue working there. And if anything, they're going to add more jobs for MMOs. So that's good. But it's just crazy that we actually got to this point because in my mind, I knew that, and people talked about this too, that KingsIsle probably should be bought out by another company at some point in the future. I didn't think it'd be this soon. Like right at the beginning of 2021, they're already being acquired by this MGI company. And one thing that's reassuring to me is this MGI company is looking to invest in KingsIsle. Like they want to make money from KingsIsle, which means they don't want the company to die. They don't want their games to die. They want to continue with what makes them money, which is Wiz. And probably if they bring it back and give it the attention it deserves, probably Pirate 101 will also make them money. So I'm really excited for that. I think the future is bright for this. Yes, that means we are still going to probably see the microtransactions and the Crown Shop stuff being added because that does make KingsIsle money. And I'm sure membership will continue. I mean, I don't know why they would disrupt their payment model if it's already working. But we'll probably see some changes. I mean, the Crown Shop is obviously something that makes them a lot of money. Crowns is something that makes them a lot of money. Maybe this will help them do more crown sales or something. I don't know. Like maybe they're going to look at the marketing and be like, okay, what should we do to get people to buy more crowns or to buy more memberships? I would love to see the MMO team expanded to, work on Pirate, work on Wiz, have the same kind of resources that they did back in the day when they came out with stuff like Darkmoor and a new world in the same year. Like those kind of updates. We don't see those anymore. We only get one big update a year and that's it. And the other ones are just kind of small updates. They already confirmed from the producer's letter that this year was, at least the beginning of the year was just going to be like kind of retouching things and revamping earlier things in the game. So we'll see how that goes, if that changes. But I think this is a good thing for KingsIsle because at the rate it was going, it probably wasn't sustainable. They always say that they want KingsIsle to continue not KingsIsle, but Wizard 101 to continue going for years and years down the road. And I think this is the best option for that. Like if you want KingsIsle and Wizard 101 to continue, if you want to see Pirate 101 come back someday, then I think this is the route that they need to take in order to do that. Like they secured the funding and this company is going to want to see these games succeed, want to see the company bring in money as usual. And now they have the means to do that. So I'm excited for it. Like I'm excited to see more information about this because we don't know anything. I can only speculate on what's going to happen next. But for people that are concerned about it, I feel like it's a good thing. Like my gut just says this is a good thing for KingsIsle. It just makes sense that they drop mobile games because we haven't even heard a scrap of news for mobile games in years. Like the last thing that they did was the Animal Cove, which I think just stopped updating. They also had a few other games like Everclicker and The Rise and Destroy, which I'm pretty sure every single one of those just stopped development and they just moved on. Like that's not a way to, to go about making games. And they also had so many failed projects that I kind of heard about but never really saw anything more about it. So I feel like it's just such a waste of time, waste of talent, and it makes sense for them to drop that. So I'm glad that it took an acquisition in order for the mobile games to end because they never even really talked about it anymore. I feel like it was already a dead department. People just still were working on things. Who knows what they were working on. But yeah, it's a good thing to focus on MMOs. That's KingsIsle's bread and butter, and they should put all the resources into that, because I would love to see multiple updates a year for Wiz. We already kind of get that, but I want to see bigger updates. I think the game deserves that, and I would love to see Pirate 101 brought back. So those are two things that I'm super excited for, and I'm hoping that this can bring about those kind of changes. We'll see. So let me know what you guys think of this news. I'll be looking through some comments, see what you guys think about it, because it is big news. Like, this is the biggest news regarding KingsIsle that we've seen in a long time. And usually I don't have to cover news about KingsIsle itself. But yeah, this one was too big to pass up. I want to let you guys know what's happening, because, you know, the game that we play is going to be changing because of this. And I'm hoping it's going to be changed in a good way. To me, I would put my bet on that. So we will see. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it. Stay tuned. Be subscribed for other videos. If there's any other news about this, I will cover it at a future date. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you all next time.